The NBA has some of the most famous athletes in the world, but sometimes they get asked some ridiculous questions by reporters.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Today, we're going to take a look at some of the dumbest questions ever asked by reporters, and first on our list is this question for the Black Mamba.
Can you guard? Excuse me? Can you guys guard them as a team? No.
Seriously, man, what did you expect him to say? But players get asked questions like this all the time, just like this question for Chris Paul that got heated.
Chris, will the Clippers be back here Sunday playing a Game 7?
What?
Your feeling about, your level of confidence that you'll be back here again.
What you think? I'm on the team. What you want me to say? Nah, it's over. I mean, that's what you want to hear? Yes. Come on, man. You've been doing this long enough. Seriously, right?
You can expand upon that.
No, I don't know. Everybody in here laughing for a reason.
It takes a seriously bad question to get one of the nicest players in the league to react like that. But even that question wasn't as stupid as this next question, because one reporter asked Steph Curry how often he talks to his wife.
Aisha tweeted, Dagger, how often do you guys talk after games? What's that relationship like after a big win like this?
It's my wife. We talk all the time. What you mean?
I mean, like, how late is she up? Well, yes, that's...
I hope she's the first person I call after games.
Could you be any dumber? Of course the man talks to his wife. And when it comes to Curry, well, he seems to get asked stupid questions all the time, because another time, one interviewer asked him this.
Wardell, why is Kelly so good at putback dunks?
Freak athlete, but...
That man used his real first name and then came up with that. Next up, though, we have one on the dumbest questions of all time, because Westbrook got asked this.
Russ, did you guys lose this game or did the Jazz win this one?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Come on, that doesn't even make any sense. Kind of like how it doesn't make any sense to ask obvious questions. But one guy still decided to ask Coach Pop this.
Last year at this time, it was the debut of the beard. Sticking with it.
Obviously.
He must have really been struggling for questions if he asked that. And another time, Shaq was asked an incredibly weird question, but he managed to come up with a hilarious comeback.
Shaq, let's just say that a snake bit your mom right up here, right in the chest area. Would you be willing to suck the venom out to win the title?
No, but I will with your wife.
Thank you, Shaq.
The big diesel is just too funny. You might think that's crazy, however. A different reporter decided to ask Doc Rivers this question after a close game.
You could have held up and tried to run the clock down to the final, when you were down 2.
Who would do that? Why would you ever do that? That is like the dumbest thing I've ever heard. When you're down 2, right, you try to score.
It makes you wonder, do these guys even watch basketball? And this is proven once again when a reporter asked Steph Curry about his finals MVP.
Steph, Kemal Bozkurt, HeyBurname.com, Turkey. I hope you'll be this time final MVP, but if you will not be, are you going to be upset or you'll be still happy?
Come on, bro, you've got to retire from reporting after that one. Another question from a reporter, though, that isn't just weird for basketball, but it's just weird in general, is this question to JaVale McGee back in the NBA bubble.
I'm not sure. Is your mom still with us?
My mom alive? Yeah, she's still alive.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's a weird question to ask somebody. But
what is wrong with that reporter, man? Just like how there must have been something wrong with the reporter that asked Jonathan Isaac this question.
You didn't kneel during the anthem, but you also didn't wear a Black Lives Matter shirt. Do you believe that Black Lives Matter?
Absolutely. I believe that Black Lives Matter.
Seriously, bro, of course he believes that Black Lives Matter. Anyways, let's move on to our next dumb question, which was this question for Devin Booker.
This is obviously a really tough loss. Devin, how frustrated are you for Chris right now?
Next question, please.
CP3 is literally sitting right next to Book. Why couldn't he just ask him? Speaking of CP3 though, let's move to one of his new teammates, Steph Curry. One time during a game, Curry decided to stretch so he wouldn't get injured just like every other player. However, after the game, one reporter decided to ask him about it, and it made no sense.
Sports. Steph, I'm sorry we keep asking you about squatting, but well, Draymond and Steve were arguing with the ref when one of them got the technical. It looked like you squatted down, and were you just stretching there? And what did Richard Jefferson say to you?
You serious right now?
You gotta be better.
People are curious.
Come on now, man. This is crazy.
You gotta be better than that.
People are curious.
I really don't have an answer for that. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard.
Literally every player does that, man. Why would you have to ask him? Sometimes, however, reporters ask questions that get players really mad, and one time, they did it to Westbrook whilst he was on the Thunder. And he's a chill dude most of the time, but after this reporter's question, he just had to tell him to shut his mouth.
Jonathan Sharks, real GM. Do you think Harden is a max player?
No more questions for you, bro.
Sometimes it makes you wonder, how do these guys even have jobs as a reporter? Well, there is one reporter who asks the dumbest questions of all. Some players even try to avoid his questions. And that reporter is
Mark Schwartz, ESPN.
And one time, he asked a question that ruined his career. Because after this iconic moment from the 2018 NBA Finals,
Hill misses. Rebound goes to the Cavs. J.R. Smith brings it back out. Throws it to Hill. Hill shot blocked.
the King wasn't in the mood to answer any annoying questions, but Mark still did it, and this is what happened.
From listening to everybody's reaction to the play at the end with JR getting the rebound, there's still confusion about whether JR thought the game was tied or whether he thought you guys were ahead. From where you stood on the court and from talking to him after the play, what's your reaction to it? What's your version?
What do you mean, what's my version?
Well, did he think that the game was tied, or did he think that you guys had it salted away?
How do I know that?
Or did you discuss it at all with him at the end of the play?
No. They asked me if I talked to JR about it. I said no already. I don't know what JR was thinking. I don't know the question you're trying to ask.
I was just trying to see if you knew exactly what his state of mind was. Did he think that you guys had it won, or did he think he was trying to make a play? Not sure.
What do you mean I'm not sure? No, I don't know his state of mind.
Did you know if he knew the score?
Thank you.
Man, you have to ask a seriously bad question to get a man in suit shorts to storm out. Anyways, make sure to like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace.